so funny how I need to walk. So we almost blah 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 just to get a perfect shot. I need to get back to my camera. Duh. Blah 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 blah. Hi, I'm back. Hey BBs, welcome to my channel. It's Sophie and I'm back with another video. Today's video has been highly requested to give you guys a full tour of how my motorcycle looks like. A little background about me. I grew up in the Philippines and when I was 9 years old, my mom bought me a Yamaha Mio, which is a scooter with a CVT transmission. It means that automatic transmission. It's easy to drive, it's easy to balance because I already know how to ride a regular motorcycle. Days passed by, my cousin who owned a Honda Wave, which has like a automatic clutch, like you're just gonna gear by the feet, taught me how to ride his motorcycle, and I'm like, oh wow, I like this bike because it's faster than my Yamaha Mio. I was 9 years old at this time, guys. By the way, I don't have license. I'm driving only around the street that time when I was 9 years old, because when I turned 10 years old, which everybody is so confident that I can drive good, they actually start asking me to go to the supermarket and run their errands because apparently the adults who is like age 30 and above doesn't know how to ride a motorcycle. So it doesn't make sense why they gave us a motorcycle where we are only 15 years old and younger. It's for the family to run errands, so it's me and my cousin and another cousin who's running the errands for the family. I was 10 years old by this time and my cousin is 12 years old. Long story short, my mom upgraded to a sports bike when I was 14 years old. She have a Rusi 150 transmission. By the way, my mom doesn't know how to drive motorcycle, car, or a bicycle. She upgraded that motorcycle for me to use it because she need to run her errands faster. I was 14 years old, I'm driving this big motorcycle and I'm just like 5 feet. Exactly 5 feet by the age of 14. My toes is the only one can reach the floor when I'm driving. But it doesn't matter because you know your girl has the confidence to drive the streets. But now I'm driving the highway because I have like the highest speed ever. Days goes by, my very rich neighbor had this amazing motorcycle because I'm in love with motorcycle already. He has this Yamaha sports bike, which I actually have like the lookalike already, but I don't know what year he has. But he told me that
you will never ever gonna afford this motorcycle.
And that broke my heart. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because we are poor, we're broke, and I would never actually made it. I would never have a chance to buy that motorcycle. I searched it up. It was like 400,000 pesos or 200,000 pesos. It's like $4,000 or $6,000. I'm not really sure. And I was really broke this time. Like, I'm still broke, but like I was like broke that I cannot buy anything. And I was like, oh, I want to like try to drive that, to feel that, how to feel driving this motorcycle because it's a nice sports bike. He's a very rich neighbor living in like a poor neighborhood, which is like, why did they bought a motorcycle rather than moving to a nicer neighborhood? But anyway, that wasn't the point. The point is, he told me I will never buy that. And I promised myself one day I will get that motorcycle. One day. I don't even know if that motorcycle was still available, but when I started searching it up, yes, it is, which is my motorcycle right now. After that, I saved up, I moved here to America, and when I was 19 years old, I don't know, I was lost here. I don't really know what's going on. And then eventually, I work hard. One day, I see these people riding wheelies in Queens Boulevard, and I'm like, wait a minute. I dreamed to have a motorcycle when I was younger. Why did I forget about that? So I did my research when I was like 20 or 21 years old to how to get the motorcycle, which is kind of like hard by that time because COVID happened. And then last year, I'd be like, yep, I already saved up enough money. I have a good savings. I have everything that I could buy a motorcycle. What can I do to buy a motorcycle? I searched it up. People say that you can buy a motorcycle without a license, but I didn't do that. I took a class. I got my license. I have my motorcycle license. Then I bought my motorcycle this May. I supposed to buy my motorcycle last December because I already got my license but that time. But I was waiting for the 2024 to come out because I want to buy the white Yamaha R3, which it turns out to be not cute in my eyes. So I just bought the 2023 Yamaha R3 black color because I like the rims that is black. It's easy to customize than buying a white motorcycle with the turquoise blue rims. I mean, like, that's not it. Oh my god. But anyway, that's all for the backstory of how I got my motorcycle because I'm really so excited to show you how it looked like. I'm wearing like long sleeve because it's already cold here. I wish I did show this to you when it was summer, but I don't really want to have any evil eye around, so I don't really want to post what achievements I got. But now it's the time because it's winter and I'm gonna be hiding my motorcycle, so whoever gonna say anything negative about it, it won't happen because it's winter. If they ever even say it, it will pass like a year before I even use my motorcycle again. So without further ado, let's start this video. This is gonna be my keys tour. First, I have a Hello Kitty keychain because I love Hello Kitty. Second is my AirTag, which is a Sophie. I don't know if this still works, but I guess it does. Next is my house keys. I do have my house keys. I only have 2 keys, one for my door and then one for my other door. Next is my motorcycle keys. This is how my motorcycle keys look like. Next thing is my tag for my gym.
I said I was trying to go upstairs.
It's open.
Yeah, that will bring you out here, and this is the entrance back in.
Thank you.
You trying to get photos of the bike with a view?
I'm doing YouTube, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh wow! Yo, I have the party to myself! I don't think there's gonna be a car here. Yo, I have the own spot!
That was cute. Thank you to those guys. We just found a spot where I can give you guys a full tour of how my motorcycle looked like. Thank you to all the maintenance guy who told me where to go because I was just like in the 2nd or 3rd floor of this parking lot and he'd be like, hey, if you're gonna take a picture of your motorcycle and yourself, go up more. You're gonna see like a parking lot with no ceiling in it and then the sun gonna be in you. And I'm so proud that I listened to them because I was scared at first, but I'm like, hey, anyway, let me just do it, why not? And I went here and I saw it and it was empty and I'm like, oh my god, thank you to those maintenance guy who told me to do it. I'm actually under the flag of America right now. That's why you guys can see like a big shadow of something flying, but that's the American flag, which I like it to be there, so it's just giving me an energy because I need energy for this video because it's too cold. Even the sun is there striking to my face. Just a disclaimer, I never used my bike for a very long time, so it's a little bit dirty, or it's very dirty because of the raindrops and some muds that is in my wheels. That is the front of my motorcycle. This is my front wheels and this is my back wheels. This is the throttle. This is the clutch. That is the shifter. This is my exhaust. It's not hot anymore. My gas tank, because I need a big gas tank because your girl always go around. Every summer though, not on winter. You need to insert your motorcycle keys in here so you can put gas in it like this. That actually smell bad. This is where you sit, and this is where you put your backpack or a backpack person. This is my plates and the signal light in the back. This one is the stop light you have, or the light that turns off if you use your brake. I don't know if the back or the front, but I think it lights both ways. I don't know. This is the front wheel and the signal light. I have another signal light that it broke because I fell down while I was sitting down in my motorcycle. I just fall down. So yeah, it's broken and I never have a chance to fix it. I actually tried to fix it once and I think I hit my parking garage and then it fell off again. This is my Insta360 because I love recording myself. Like you guys know that already. This is the phone holder I bought from Amazon. This one is my beautiful side mirror that has a lot of raindrops in it. And the other one which has a pigeon poop because I live in New York City like always. So yeah, these are my side mirror. You adjust it once you stand up in your motorcycle. So your motorcycle is parked like this. So don't adjust the side mirror yet. You need to adjust it when you do this. Because you know, that's how you drive, that's how you see the back. Like me, these are not adjusted right because I don't actually use my side mirror anymore. Those are just for display and then when the cop's about to like come and give me a ticket. Yeah, so you adjust it once you are straight in the road. I usually try to see what car are behind me. Sometimes I want to see what road I am in if I'm driving at nighttime. So adjust your side mirror if you're standing straight. So I always take care of my motorcycle some days and some days I don't. And when I wanted to put it on park, I usually turn this to left already before I put it down because if it's already down and I turn left, the side of my wheel's gonna get scraped off. So I usually move my motorcycle once it's already standing position. This is the throttle and this is the brake. This one is the front brake, which is a very hard brake if you use it. So you usually use this if you need to stop very, very quickly. Because if not, use the foot brake right here. So the one I'm pressing right now is the foot brake or the back brake. This is gonna be your slowest brake you got in your motorcycle because like what I said, the front brake is the fastest brake you got or the hardest brake you got. I usually just use this if I'm in the traffic or I'm just wandering around the city. But usually I use this because a lot of people in New York City drive crazy. So use this if people are driving crazy and use this if you're just wandering around the city. So I'm gonna be showing you now how to shift gear. So we need to turn on my motorcycle and then this one is the start button. And this one is the off button as well and then turn off your motorcycle. Before you start driving, you need to put your stand up and then I'm in neutral right now but I don't want to start my motorcycle so it won't be loud so you guys can really hear me clearly. First, touch the clutch and then shift down. So now my motorcycle is at first, then you can remove that and do the throttle. After that, while you're driving straight, like a little bit faster, you're gonna shift to second. So neutral and second is almost the same, but the difference is, let me go back to the first. The neutral is a little bit go up, and then the second is full go up. I know it's kind of hard. At first, I kind of like didn't get it until I practiced and my motorcycle become me. It was easier for me to do it. I usually just use neutral when I'm parking it. So that's why you need to practice a lot for you to know what's the neutral and second. And mostly if you're driving, it's so easy to do the second gear because it's going to be like the most up you can do. You're just going to struggle when you're trying to park at first. Alright, next I'm gonna show you how many gears I have. I'm back to neutral, so let me show you my first one. Always don't forget to touch your clutch. Second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, is getting faster, sixth one. Why am I moving this? Because when I'm not moving it, the gear gets stuck because we're not in the moving scenario. So I just want to show you how it works. So my motorcycle can actually reach until the 6th gear, which is I guess the fastest gear I have. I actually never really sprint my motorcycle that fast because I never really drive crazy. I always go until 40 to 50, depend on the mileage that this area have. whenever I'm actually bringing down my gear, I'm actually going straight to third. Then if I'm really stopping, I go to second. I came from 6, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Then that's like my running position when the traffic about to hit. And then when the traffic is really crazy, I'm gonna put one more down, because that's gonna be like the easiest for me to brake, and I won't be struggling or I won't be stopping in the highway. Alright, this is only for the New York State that I recall that if you're gonna get your driver's license for a motorcycle, you need to have your helmet and your gloves and a boots to ride and a pants, not the dress, a pants and a nice jacket. I'm just gonna be showing you what gear I own when I actually bought my motorcycle. So I got my helmet, which is a L52 Stream 2, which has a ECE of 22.06. My friend told me that this will be the safest helmet, but I don't really believe that there is a safest helmet, but at least it will protect my head from falling or getting scratched if I ever fall down. Hopefully it won't happen, but at least there's a little bit protection in my head. There's already a lot of scratches with this because I just want to make sure that I can bang my helmet anywhere, so I don't really baby this. I take care of this like how I take care of my phone. I just like throw it everywhere just to make sure that this is a good and nice helmet. I still never believe this will help me, but I need to because I'm in this country. Both of the stuffs I got is from Revzilla, and next we're gonna be having these gloves that is from Alpinestar. I'm gonna be linking everything down below so you guys can also check it out for your new gears, because I only get the cheapest gear I got. I actually wore this once in my life because summer is so hot. I don't really drive that far, so I never really wear this because my hands sweat, and whenever I don't feel the throttle, I don't really like driving. But you guys need to use this. Don't follow me. Third I own is my boots, which I got it from the Macy's backstage way before I even have a motorcycle. I got this 2019, so I don't know if this is available. You guys can get a Dr. Martens or just regular boots that can go with your motorcycle. I picked this one because, you know, it just like matches the vibe of my motorcycle. That's why I got this cute little boots. I usually don't use these boots whenever I go riding. I just use this for the video, just so you guys know how you're supposed to look like whenever driving, except my dress. So hot right now, the sun is shining, and I want to look cute while I'm driving. I only live like maybe 4 blocks away, so it's not even that bad. So we almost come to the end of the video, so I'm gonna be showing you around how I ride like a crazy lunatic person. No, I'm kidding. I think I'm like the safest driver out there because I'm driving in a safe spot. But anyway, let me show you how I drive, and I'm gonna be wearing the gears and the gloves just so you guys can see me drive like that. Ugh. Did the sun just go away after I'm about to just like show you how good I am at driving? Oh my god, I love the sun though. Alright, I never actually use my gloves. Oh. Let me turn on my 360 so you guys can see me driving like a crazy person. Hi everybody! Hello everyone, and welcome. First gear. I'm just doing first gear right now. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Then back to third gear because I'm making a U-turn out here. We are in second gear right now again. Third gear, fourth gear, but we're back. I just put it in third gear. Kill me. This is how I'm supposed to look like if I need to be a good driver, with my gloves, my helmet, and my boots. And you know, just think I'm wearing a pants and a jacket. So I hope you guys learned something, because I actually really put some details in it so you guys can learn. But I'm gonna be doing a full tutorial of how to drive a motorcycle, because I'm gonna be also teaching one of my roommates to drive a motorcycle. So that's all for today. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and share my video to spread happiness in the world. Bye, BBs. I love you so much, and thank you for watching. Bye. Mwah.